Boom. What's up, guys? Zade here with James, who just took first at our locals. And you have any shout-outs or anything before we go into the deck profile?
Shout out to TCG.
Yeah, shout out our locals.
Tournament City Games, yeah.
All right, well, I guess let's get right into it.
All right, cool. Yeah, I went undefeated with Kashtira. It's 5-0. And yeah, we'll just show you the list. Pretty standard, I guess, with maybe some spice at the side deck, I guess. Yeah, 3, 1, 2 of these. The second one's come up quite a few times, especially in the grind games in the mirror match. And then the only difference is I am playing one of these, so 1 and 1. And there's a reason for like going for a game. Like it's a lot easier because they're different names, so you can
so you can summon them both.
Yeah, exactly. So that's just cash. Hand traps is just this.
How long have you been playing the Gamma for?
I just started playing them this week. I saw someone play it at a regional, and I was like, man, that's just a really good idea. And for Rise Hard, and just playing like Prosperity, and then
I think
it was you.
I was
I was like, wait a minute. I was like, it's you. Yeah, you did that. And then I saw like everyone and their mom doing it on online. So I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna do that too. And then just 2 in perms. Third never comes up. It's like your deck has such a good going second that I just didn't feel like I needed it, so just didn't want to see too many of them in my opening.
But you need to have at least one for crossout.
Yeah, but I was gonna say, and I play crossout too. So yeah, for the spells, 3 field spell, the terraforming, and then 3 theosis, 3 birth, 3 pot, 3 crossout, and then 3 book of moon.
Have you considered like the desires or anything? I've seen builds playing
it. I haven't. I feel like in the grind game, it's like if you just don't have like the Kashtira deck has a good way of like countering like the board. So like they can take your cards, like they can Big Eye, Zeus. Like I just want to have as many follow-ups as I can, and if I like play Prosperity and I banish half my deck, I'm like really putting all my hope into that one board. And I've talked to a few other people, and they've cut it themselves when they were playing it. I've never actually tried it myself, but
just in theory, it doesn't seem like a card you want.
I feel like it's a win more. Plus, like I'm thinking like if I have this. And I want to play this first, so I'm thinking like, yeah, this one lets me dig deeper into the deck, whereas like the draw 2 is random. So, and then just the big bang for the lock 5 combo. So.
You don't play prep?
No, I cut it. I never really I found myself like with prep. I've just been, because I play crossouts, I've just been going for the lock 5 combo. Because I just don't want to play Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't want my opponent to play. So like my last round was like. Literally like I don't know, 5 minutes, 6 minutes.
You played a mirror too last round, right?
Yeah. So
don't matter if they have the best deck if they don't have the zones.
Yeah, exactly. It's like doesn't matter if you have the best deck if you can't play it. So yeah, for extra deck, yeah, just prosperity targets. Yeah. So
have you used this like?
I have not been able to summon it. I actually did one game where I summoned the Gamma and the Driver in attack mode and actually just went for a game using the Tear and the Scareclaw. So like yeah, because they're just bodies. I mean, Driver's 25 and then Gamma, so it's 35 on board right there. So but that game I could have gone into this. The other thing with this is like if you banish it with Prosperity. And you put it underneath as material, and it ends up going back to the graveyard, you can use its effects.
Yeah, so it's still like a good prosperity target to equip, but also it's good for the game.
I find myself doing this, and then I don't play like the fusions or anything like that. I think they're good, but it's like it's almost like you want your board to be broken just so you can get those cards. Yeah. So one of the things I thought about playing was the Excel Synchron though. Whatever the new Synchro is.
That brings it to back from grave,
because
so
like you can go into this for turn 2. Because there was a few times where they'll have like one back row, and then being able to do that would allow me to bait whatever their one back row is or whatever. So like I'm getting more value off the Gamma because I'm outing the Arise Heart and I'm outing whatever follow-up they might have. So
that's fair. And it gives you like if you think they're gonna have an out to it, you could do it. That way you still have a clear board.
Yeah.
And then if you don't think they will, you can Omega still and keep the board
clear.
So
there was one game where like he had Book of Moon, so it's like because I wasn't playing it, I was like, okay, I have to play into the book, and I actually still won that game just because I had more resources than they did. But and then so we have that for the lock 5. Just to out like skill drain, twice per turn pop. the one Zeus.
Does this get ripped a lot in the mirror?
It does, but like what's interesting is like a lot of times they'll rip this, and then like I'll end up going big eye and then just taking their stuff because like they won't choose the big eye.
But you have two.
Yeah, but I see a lot of people cutting the big eye to one, and then like in all the mirrors that I played, I played 3 mirrors today. I just ripped out the one big eye, and like that came in like so many times where they needed to just take my board
and they
can't because they cut it to 1, and I got rid of it. So and like the Zeus is cool, but it's like if you have like Book of Moon or like you already have an established board, like sometimes they can't even get to it. So.
That reminds me about the Book of Moon, actually. With you playing Crossout, would you ever consider cutting one book for a Book of Eclipse? Or do you not often find yourself getting Eclipse?
I thought about it, but then, like, my issue was, like, I hated drawing the Eclipse because it's like if I'm going first, it is just a completely dead card.
Yeah, it's a really bad defensive.
Yeah, whereas, like, the Book of Moons, it's like, even if they Eclipse me, usually it's like, I don't know. It's like, because I'm doing the lock 5 and I'm locking out spells and traps, I just don't have that problem, but, I don't know. I haven't had that many issues with Eclipse. I think people are just cutting Book of Moons because it's just a better card all around. So like it's better for going first too. So and then yeah, just these. So
I think it's standard to play 3 of him, right?
it is. I literally just don't own a third one, and I don't know. We're doing well so far. As they say, like I got whatever the invite for the last like 3 regionals I've been to, playing the same like extra deck list. So
you really haven't needed the third.
It hasn't come up, but I'm sure one of these games I'm gonna play. I'm like, damn, I really need this third one. Yeah. So I don't know. It might come up. Yeah. And then tie deck. So bring it top's great for just going second, pop anything. The tech card. Triple, these are so good in the mirror. Last round I played out of their board, and then they left, they had Unicorn, and I just took their Unicorn, and I needed a combo starter, and it was like, cool, his combo starter is my combo starter. These aren't your cards, these are our cards.
Yeah, the regional that we played each other at, my first round I had that come up where I was like bricked, but I normaled Ash in the mirror, and Econ took his guy and then played.
Yeah. That's basically what I mean, I had the Rise card in my hand, which with no other cards, I was like, alright, but I have Econ, so I'm gonna go take his Unicorn and go full combo from there. Just back row hate, also good in the mirror, because you can out like the field spell and then birth. But like, yeah, just something for like Labyrinth too, so.
And the best one against Runic.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. Yeah, let them commit and then hit their field spell. And then evenly matched, yeah, pretty self-explanatory there. This card was terrible. I just threw this in there. I was trying something.
Interesting.
Yeah, so what my whole thought was behind this was like, okay, I can stop opening, I can stop, because like my whole thing is like, sometimes if you just summon Albaz, you can just out the whole board, and so I'm like, yeah, I really just don't want that. Or I thought like, I'll have this set and they'll go for the Zeus play, and I'll just out the Zeus, so like when they go to summon. But it literally just never came up. So.
And did you opt to try it over Judgment just for like the life point cost being smaller, or?
Yeah, pretty much that was it. So I mean, you probably could just play Judgment instead, but yeah, I was just trying stuff. So yeah, one of the locals I go to, there's a lot of branded, so I just like had branded on my mind. And then like also I was like, okay, but like if they put up Lost, like I can't like negate their best card, so I can't negate Fusion if they have Lost up. And then but the card that like definitely put in work all this weekend so far. So just triple lockdown. So
that is it. Only your opponent or
no?
It's
both players. But so one of the things that I was doing though was that so I was siding them. I thought like a lot of cash players were gonna tell me to go first, so I was just like siding 2. And then like when I knew for a fact I was gonna choose to go first, did the 3. But one of the plays that I was doing was I'll play it, like I'll do my whole play, I'll play it, and then on like if they can't do anything, if they pass the turn back to me, I will cross out my own lockdown.
Oh, so you can play on your turn?
Yeah, play everything, and then it turns back on their turn again.
That's dirty, actually.
Yeah,
holy.
So I get to play it, and they don't. So yeah, and but like really, it just like stops like in the mirror, like all the spell cards. Like I mean, like you have like so many different. Like you got these, the field spells. You can't play any of those.
Oh, this also says they can't summon, right?
You can't search or summon from the deck.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, so
it stops opening.
Yep, opening. It stops it stops the entire Splite deck. It stops opening. It stops,
Branded has to open Branded Fusion to play. Like you said, it does like completely stop Sprite. Holy.
Yeah. And then like also like Drytron, like they can't search, so they can't go for anything. So and they can't play Nova. Like there's literally just this like no to Yu-Gi-Oh. So.
That card does seem insane now.
Yeah.
I kind of want to test it.
Yeah. So a friend actually was telling me about it, and I was like, yeah, maybe. And so like these are actually his. Like I bought these for him, and then like it's like you know what, I'm gonna play them today.
And now you gotta get a set too.
Yeah, I was like, great. Now I gotta get a set. So but yeah, they definitely put in a lot of work. So. Definitely cutting these. So don't even, let's just pretend these don't exist.
Yeah, they're judgment or something.
Yeah, exactly. So they're true free zones for the extra deck. So.
You have any final thoughts or anything?
Yeah. No, Cash is dumb. It's just a good deck. It's fun. I like playing it. So.
All right, sweet. Thank you for the profile.
Yeah, no problem.